Hey everybody, my name is Matthew Defer. I'm a student at Full Sail University, and I wanted to, after taking the critical listening class and using Dolby Atmos and getting introduced to some of that stuff and the 3D object panner inside of Logic Pro, I wanted to see if I could kind of map some of the Novation Launchkey controls or encoders to map to the 3D object panner, and it's actually pretty simple. Once you've taken the sysx file that I've created and loaded it up on Custom 4, which you do by going to Novation Components and loading up the sysx file that I've provided and selecting the Custom 4 option, you just hold Shift and hit Custom 4. Now your encoder will say Atmos Spatial because that's the name that I gave the sysx file. Once you do that, you then come in and you click on each one of these. So you'll click on the left and right and you'll hit Command L, right? And that'll bring up the Midi Learn interface. It'll look a little different than yours because mine's already mapped. But essentially you'll click the Midi Learn, move this encoder for the left and right, then you'll click Learn and you'll close the window, then you'll select this and you'll click Command L to open up the Midi Learn again, then you'll move this and hit Learn, and then you'll repeat that for 3 and 4 on the elevation and on the size, right? So 3, 1 is left and right, 2 here is the back and front, and the elevation is 3 and the size is 4. Okay, so once you've done that, now you have these panners in here that you can use as you're working with Dolby Atmos, and so you can go with your left and right or your back and front all the way, right? And you could potentially use this with some automations as well. And then you've obviously got your elevation, so we want it higher, lower. And you've got your size, right? So the size of that sound, you can have that kind of grow with this controller here, right? Obviously you can combine them together, like you could make it go to the right and increase the size at the same time if you're using multiple encoders. So I just thought this would be a fun project to figure out if I could do this, and so I wanted to share it with everybody.